And also having Snapfire plus Storm Spirit, you even like Faceless Void, you always have kill opportunity in this game. And there's no real like counter to it other than Undying Heal, which is not gonna be enough.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot on the back of Chris Huck this game to have a lot of impact on the Storm. He doesn't have many stuns on his team besides like Chrono, and you don't want to depend on Chrono to do everything for you. And it's a good matchup, Storm versus Pango. It's kind of one of the more famous matchups. When you pick Pango, you think Ember, Puck, Storm is the big three to counter you in the mid lane. So he has a little advantage draft-wise, and it's just a lot. He is playing versus Silence on Drow, he's playing versus the Pango, which, you know, in some cases is good versus him with the built-in BKB. Even all the save
behind.
Right.
You know, they tend to drop sometimes in the laning stage. They don't quite get like that same aggression as like maybe like 2 years ago, where you'd always see this rotation of like Hector's playing a stun in the carry lane, right? He gets the stun into the rotation from mid.
Speaking of some rotations, Ame in a lot of trouble as they run him down. He might just be dead as the chase continues. That is a first blood. Whisper claiming this early. You get this start for a Visage can be very scary as the lane goes on. So we'll keep our eyes on that, but again, down bottom, the aggression and why just drops again. We talked about Whisper. Watch out for this guy. He has been having a hell of a tournament.
XinQ is walking behind him though, on the mid lane.
Yeah, and this has been something for these Miranas.
Oh, a nice move. XinQ, it's got him caught. Can he survive? Fairy Fire, try turn! Oh, C Smile, able to live! C Smile gets the kill.
Yeah, Whisper has, he's 2 kills right now, but he only has 10 last hits, so this is the Drow and Dying. Just a strong lane to just sit there, last hit. If you can't push them out, they'll always LCS you.
Runs rolling the dice up top here as well. And to jump in, tries to get Stinger.
It's not going to be quite enough. So XinQ can't get that one. There's more aggression down bottom too. Just madness all around these lanes. Gojira in some trouble. We'll try and survive through it as the K runs off. But Ame right on top. Denied. Nicely played. There was about 60 damage total there, and he took every one of them. Still very even early on here as the rotation comes down bottom. That keeps him alive in case of a gust, and Ame is just going to fall here as Whisper makes another kill happen. So good rotation from C Smile. Beyond just trying to mess around with them a little bit here. But does get the deny from Stinger as well. The rotation moving in, Snapfire right on top of him. XinQ going to be forced to leap away, uses 2 of them to get out. So just being a little bit of a bully there as Whisper down bottom is also going to be in a big way trouble. Ame finds that kill. They drop the tombstone for it as well. And just like that, LGD, they pick up another one.
This early on, so that pressure is really hurting them a bit here. But another rotation here. C-Smile with a good rune.
What can they find? Faithbeyond interrupted before he can get the crush. And another kill for Beast Coast. You can see, though, that LGD, in spite of the kill advantage favoring Beast Coast, they're doing a good job of farming up the rest of the map, biding their time, waiting for their moment.
Yeah, you kind of have a choice, right? Where if you, let's say you go 4-4-0, you're essentially going to amplify everything that Storm wants to do. Those little gank plays, that big burst damage. Whisper, though, again, same issue. Like, the rotation's
whoa, really he missed it. Miss! Oh, nothing to say. A rare miss for him, indeed, and that Chronosphere just going to be used to get Whisper out of there. LGD not used to seeing those. That's not enough for the kill on the second go. And, well, Beast Coast gifted another chance to survive through it, and Hector getting away. Gojira moves in. They're not going to dive for this. The Visage Bird's also going down. XinQ shows up. Arrow connects. All right, this is a very weird state of affairs down bottom. After they didn't kill Whisper, everything else is just kind of
TP bot. Storms with full mana.
Looking for it. Jump in. LGD, they stuck around a bit too long. Silence, though, long duration cookie for round 2. C Smile looking for the chase. Wants to play aggro here. But Drow keeps hitting him, and he has to back out. Now, this is all space for Faithbeyond up top to just keep farming. Well, basically, the only thing they get is a kill on the Undying.
And unfortunately, you're not getting any more attacks with those higher levels.
I also think the scary thing is that since it's maxed, you want to always use it. But
yeah,
that's true. For it now. Chrono connects onto 2, and Gojira immediately there with the big ulti. Rolls through, tries to interrupt. Will it be enough? Silence now onto C Smile. He'll die, but they get 2 in turn. Now trying to get a little bit of separation. A good roll ends up bringing down Stinger, but then the cookie, and now onto Ame. A couple more punches. Hector has him for the double kill. They get the invis to try and survive through this, and nothing to say, still sticking around, but he might have stuck around a bit too long. Do they have any detection? It doesn't look like it. So like that, Beast Coast win a very nice fight here. Gets set up for a good mid game.
In the snap and the storm slightly jumping in on the chrono just to kill both the Slardar and dying.
Yeah, she was half the damage in that fight there. Oh,
The arrow! Xingqiu timed it perfectly. Gojira did not use that cookie that time around. Xingqiu rotates up top. Gojira is nearby, and they will get that D ward. Down bottom, looking for it. Chase on to Stinger. The heal is there and gonna try and take a walk away, but eventually Faith Beyond will clean up that kill. Get themselves another one.
Say they'd recognize all the TPs from Beast Coast were towards bot. They can't get to the Roche pit now.
Very well played by LGD, and into the pit they go. So a little bit of just fancy movement around the map and baiting things out, and this is going to grant them an Aegis.
That was so much patience here from LGD.
There's also this perfect ward. Beast Coast watches the entire LGD walk into the Roche pit.
Oh! Just jumps in though! They didn't get out in time, and the Snapfire ultimate coming down. Will it be enough damage? Dodges back away from the silence, away from the stun. Nothing to say, trying to get aggro here. But with the rest of Beast Coast chasing, that is Chrono down, and they need to get some more here. They try and pull in, nothing to say. He's controlled, he's gonna be killed. Can they find any more? They don't get the Aegis carrier, but they do find Undying Pango.
Yeah, close to also bringing down the Slardar there too, but it feels a lot better. We've got nothing to say.
Wait a minute, what? Hector jumps away, force staff out. Things are getting a little bit weird here as Whisper turns, ready to fight. The birds, they're on top of him. Ame goes down.
Stinger's still sticking around. They didn't want to bail on this.
Beast Coast, they're ready to keep fighting. Ame right on top of him. Why? Can't save the Trow. Somehow, some way, Beast Coast make it work. How did this happen? Yeah, just stuck around a bit too long there. And
yeah, there's that bad angle, as you said. Not quite able to get it right there. And it's so isolated at this point, too, because, you know, we talk about, like, sure, the Slider did survive, but obviously felt pressure to just bail. Had to go back, regen a little bit up before getting back into the fight. And I love the confidence as well from Beast Coast. So I think a lot of teams right there might have backed up and just been like, thinking that, okay, the rotations are coming back in. We've lost, you know, our Faceless Void isn't here. Storm's not that close right now. But they had the confidence there with the Visage and the big amount of burst damage that they have there to bring her down.
They're ready to go again. Just like that, Beast Coast round 2 of this one.
And this is showing Whisper top on the lane, right?
They're right on top. The catch is there. Why? Do you have the answer? They drop down the sentry, but Ame, he gets enough separation. They did not have Kisses ready to go. Storm backs out. Stinger trying to escape. Stinger, but everybody else gets out. Oh man, if Ame died right there, we're really starting to sweat for LGD at this point.
That was a good attempt, right? Showing Whisper up top, very clearly on the lane like that, and then everyone else is sort of sneaking their way mid to try and bring down Ame quick, but they were ready there in the wings on the side of LGD to help protect them.
LGD know that they're going to be in the triangle. Can they take this fight though? They're going to be underneath a Beast Coast ward. The smoke on smoke action. They know they're in the area. Arrow, Hector, oh, he gets bashed right at the start. Roll through, round 2, can he get it off in time? BKB out, wants to jump forward, finds a couple, but it's not a great target. The Chrono, he catches Ame on the backside. Immediately, see Smile right on top, they find him, but do they have the control? The birds drop a couple more stuns, force staff to the low grab, keeps him fine for now. Faith Beyond ready to fight, going toe-to-toe against C Smile, Hector, and now on to Whisper. They're in trouble, they gotta get the hell out of here, and Beast Coast lose it as LGD say no.
Chrono used though, so another big timing. Now even when Roche respawns, there won't be a Chrono. So a little window for LGD to take a good fight.
I will say also, if Faith Beyond can get into this Aghanim Scepter, that's going to be another huge moment for them, just being able to stand in those puddles. But
they've also had a good ward hanging out here. They see Gojira.
See Smile jumped right at the start. Where's the save? Cookie out. The wave of day gets out of there. Oh my God, the Cookie save. It actually worked. But Whisper, he's the one that's caught now. Force staff. Dude, Beast Coast, they're covering each other really well, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Faith Beyond is too strong on this Slardar. Stinger controlled, also killed. LGD find another win here. And this time, Roche is ready. Interesting. A very different look for him. And they're actually not trying to go in for the Roche. Instead, they want to keep finding kills. Gojira in some trouble. C-Smile trying to interrupt and get his buddy out. And actually, Maisha's to it. So raking the Blink Dagger of that Slardar, and they're buying enough time.
This is worrisome now for LGD though. Chrono's up in 5 seconds. There's potential for them to contest this Roshan.
Yeah, looks like it won't end up happening, but with how much they delayed it from Beast Coast, very surprising, because honestly, it looks like it's going to be pretty free. The birds are going to come in, they're going to see that this Roche is dying right now. It's not going to be able to ruin any of their plans. as the Aegis and Shard will both be picked up there.
You know, the interesting thing about this game, too, is that I think for either team, if you win one of these fights in the late game scenario, buildings are going to fall so quickly, whether it's with the Visage or whether it's with the Drow. It's just a scary, scary state of affairs. And uses the Manta, goes in, BKB out from Faith Beyond, and then tries to escape. Hector, lifted, arrow. He is going to use it now, but could jump forward. Ooh, if he saw the vision there, might have gone for the chrono.
Yeah, I think the call was from Gojira just saying, like, I'm not there for the follow-up. We don't have enough. We're losing it on some Storm mana. Just reset. Like, we don't want to force a fight into Aegis uphill by their outposts. Like, this seems like a bad idea, guys. But all over the map right now from like Whisper, Stinger, and Hector through a lot of this game to try and keep them in it.
Oh, jumps, back line, Whisper, getting enough separation, and oh, Faith Beyond might be in a little bit of trouble. He's pretty far forward. They get the pull for round 2. Hector gets a good chrono, but it doesn't find the Drow. That's not good enough. He's going to kill off that Undying. C-Smile gets some separation. Ame wanted to chase, but can't quite go for it. Nothing to say, backs away, and the Tombstone is down. So they find 2 kills in the midst of the Aegis and with the bad chrono.
Everyone else is going to have to throw their bodies in. I think that's why Faith Beyond keeps going first.
Jumps first. There's an opening, and can they bring him down? Yes. Why dead? Uses the chrono on Faith Beyond, and 2 of his other teammates also. They go rolling inside. They will bring down 1, but nothing to say. Still ready to fight. But look at him. K1 right on top of Ame. The Shadow Blade keeping him alive.
Faith Beyond bought back.
Can they do it? Round 2 of the Zinq. They turn. They bash. They crush. C-Smile doesn't have any mana left. Has to get out of there. Whisper playing a little bit of intercept at the moment, but with the chase down, Ame coming in. Hector turns, tries to bring him down. Oh my goodness gracious, and kill him off. 3 dead for nothing. This fight is looking all LGD, as Whisper also, he too will die.
Yeah, nothing to say, hasn't even combined his yet. It's still locked in his inventory. He hasn't felt any threat yet. And he also took the Rolling Thunder duration, which is not that common these days as a talent, but it kind of shows that both him and Faith Beyond just are creating chaos, kiting the fight out, stunning heroes, and just playing for this slow fight where at some point, Drow's going to proc her ult 3 times in a row.
That's not slow. This is the dieback.
Faith Beyond in trouble, starting to drop down low, but not dead yet. Bouncing back and forth, and C-Smile barely survives through that one. As they will find the arrow onto Hector. Manta jumps out, jumps back in. Chrono! Oh, he did it to him! And now Mirana already hit, turns on to Ame, looks for a couple more punches. And Faith Beyond, he survived through so much of this, but as they chase him through the river, usually start out strong there. Not this time. 100 seconds dead. The time walk in and back out was exactly what they needed.
From the brink of death into a double kill there for Hector, bringing it back there with the chrono.
Arrow out. LGD, can they contest this?
They do have roll.
They're in the area. Roche is falling quickly, but BEASTCOAST, they're already in position.
Gojira, okay.
They're just ready to go, man.
Yeah, he doesn't want any blinks happening.
And a full bot refresher. Jumps forward, pulls onto 1. Ame controlled. And they have enough. The BKB, the turnaround. Trying to back out of there. Hector right on top of Ame, but they've already killed 1.
Of course it was the Ags, right? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Ags from Roche.
Yeah, of course.
He was already queued up. He's 4,000 gold, but
Wants to chase. Zinq also going to drop now 10k gold in the lead. BEASTCOAST looking to come in here, shock the world, take down LGD. We'll see if they can do it in this game.
That could have been any better, you know? Like, of all the heroes to get an Agnums at that moment, to chase down right after the fight, knowing you have so much confidence. And of course, you know, Hector obviously recognizing just how important that Chronosphere is. He's sitting here with the refresher. Chrono just came back up. They're on the high ground. They've got the minus armor. Going into these buildings here, they want to get a little bit of something here before backing up.
What more can they do? LGD,
Mangoes, right? He's back to full man on the Storm.
He's ready. They knew the whole time this is going to be a lane of racks. They're bringing back nothing to say now, but to jump forward, they find why. He's in trouble. Ame trying to stop the bleeding, but there is no tourniquet here. It's all gone.
they just keep finding the kills and kiting them out. I think especially it's just Chris Luck. The amount of times he's able to survive, get pulls off cooldown again and again and again, just all they need
for
to
the
do.
Crush, the roll forward. Starts the fight, the arrow is there. Where's the save? Looking for the cookie, gets him in a little bit deeper. K1 caught, that's Aegis down. This is the best that LGD can hope for right now. Can they keep it going? Looks for it. Hector, dude, he just goes in. Totally for an Undying.
Careful now, he's got one more.
Round two. Chase, look for more. Gets out just barely in time.
How does this guy hold his BKB?
He's not afraid. Meanwhile, the Enchantress comes in and is going to just be safe.
Okay,
Fourth staff, cookie, everything. BEASTCOAST get out.
And they can't even chase. They know that the Storm TPs, but there's still another Chrono just ready.
It's East Coast have another round of summons, waiting for that next creep wave to come through.
No more roll now, though. It's a really big tool that the LGD needs to use. Nothing to say his whole build is kind of around using the roll to extend the fight.
Gets vision, misses on the jump. C-Smile backs out. Hector, control onto one. They find the Drow in the back. Right on top of him. In the meantime, ZinQ is there too. Gojira lost his mind, lost his life, but the jump in and they find nothing to say. Oh God, Hector, he's taking so much damage with the marksmanship and the amp. Chase, nothing to say, looking for it. The crush is there, a couple more punches, but K1 gets out.
Whisper's coming in.
He's right on top. C-Smile finding Bastion, trying to kill. Will it be enough? The Hex is there, a couple more punches. Ame's dead. Whisper barely survives through. K1 jumps in, finds Undying, trying to bring him down. Ame is still beaten though. He's got a ton of damage. K1 has to be careful. A couple more marksmanship procs is all he needs, but he gets away again. No, Bango! Nothing to say, he salvages it. They jump in and get the kills. Beast Coast, they get a lot of objectives, but LGD, they're not out yet.
The mega creeps, though.
That is rough. That is real rough. They're running down the lane. LGD with a creep wave and a dream. They buy a Deso. They want to go for everything here. Can they do it? This would be a miraculous comeback if they could make it happen.
It's just all the one stun, right? And that Aeon Disc also still prepped here from Faith Beyond. He brings it back out into his inventory here. Might give him that chance for the control here. He doesn't care about his damage.
There's only one Chrono for the next 50 seconds, so we'll see if Hector, if he gets forced to use this refresher, it's pretty scary for him. It will be 3 minutes with no Chronos.
Yeah, Whisper's coming back.
All minus armor.
We saw the plan last time. Oh,
jumps in. Hex, control. Yeah. Faith Beyond survives. Aeon Disc keeping him alive. They're TPing in right now to this catapult. Creeps are in LGD's base. This is about as all in as you can get at this point, but they're not willing to take that risk yet.
Oh, and Hector, he's got a little surprise.
They got to call it.
Now, keep in mind, though, you know, like you said, there's no buyback on Hector. Right? Oh, okay, big jump.
Jump, finds one. That's a quick kill onto Y, and with no buyback, this fight just got a little bit harder. Faith Beyond looking, they wanted to defend that ward, but it's a bit too dangerous. Faith Beyond under the moonlight shadow. The birds with Whisper right on top. Walks in vision, gets him there. Hex, Chrono, connects Faith Beyond. Also nothing to say, they got him. Second round Chrono ready to go. Waiting for their moment though. Do they have the mana? Hector.
If you're making videos for
the Chrono onto Ame, and the chase comes. C-Smile, Aeon Disc. It keeps him alive for a moment, but only a moment. Although he gets the BKB off. Now a little bit of a runaway. No the cash, okay, a couple more punches. Cheese, C-Smile backs away, survives. Jumps back in, tries to bring down one. Nothing to say. Still living through it. He's silenced forever, but they don't have the damage for the kill. That's a couple Chronos, a lot of ultis used, and LGD, they still survive.
Even holding the buyback there on the Undying. Okay, couple here. Obviously losing out for Faith Beyond, that is a bit rough. But he is, what, 3,000 gold he can spend without care now at this point?
Yeah, Cheese used on the Storm. That's why he survived that fight. But Refresher on the Storm, Refresher on the Void. Visage has to resummon birds. It's just it's so scary. You almost see Faith Beyond just goes down instantly here, but a nice quick Force Staff kind of pushes him back.
Really has been the story of this game, it feels like. It's just the positioning. Just like pulling everything apart, trying to drag it through these fights. And yeah, even for a Storm Spirit with the Cheese, like he needs so much mana to get around.
Faith Beyond has to be careful here. He doesn't have buyback. They will find Gojira. They'll find Stinger. Roly-poly, no Chrono. Gotta be careful. Jump in, find one. Thinking about running onto Ame, but this fight's getting a little bit weird. Silence connects onto C-Smile. Whisper there. Finds ZinQ. Does get the leap out. Again, these moments as Roche is about to respawn.
It had 4 seconds.
And usually they're in the position. He zips right through the
good blink. Good blink away. C-Smile just threatening, but look at him.
They just missed it.
The tier 4s are going down. They need to get back home. Nobody's home at the Ancient. The fight is going on. LGD might just lose this game while the fight is happening. Nobody is home. Oh, the creeps, they're pretty strong. Beast Coast gets some help from Love as those catapults are going to bring him down one by one. Faith Beyond trying to stop it.
Disarm.
Do they even get any damage?